Funny, Megan and I were texting like all weekend, all day Saturday or Sunday or something. And I was like, oh, this will be so good to talk about on the call on Tuesday. And then I couldn't contain myself. And so that's why I did that big old post on there about like attitude. That's what we shared some of that with the module last time. And anyway, I couldn't contain myself anymore because I had realized like Megan has been my sounding board for a long time because I don't really talk to anybody else about stuff I'm frustrated with, except Tyler. He hears the brunt of it daily. Even if it's just not a person, it's just like, oh, I don't want to do this call, or I'm like in a funk, or da da da. Like he hears my complaining all day long. And so when we listened to that module, and Jim Rohn was like, 5 minutes of complaining is 5 minutes wasted. I was like, yeah. Okay. And truly, and then Megan and I were talking about it, and I was like, Megan, I'm sorry for like you being my sounding board, because I realized that not only was I staying in that myself, but I was likely bringing Megan or Tyler down with me when they have to hear my wah, wah, wah. Like who can stay up through that when it happens repeatedly, right? And consistently and often. If it's once in a while, it's not a big deal. But Tyler will tell you it's not a once in a while deal at my house. What are you looking at? He's not focusing. He's looking at our trip tomorrow. So anyway, I couldn't contain myself. And I think something that I talked to Megan about was, I can tell in the group when we're all struggling with our personal development, right? And I'm sure you guys can too, because it starts to get more negative. It starts to get more like worried, people panicking about Success Club, or I'm doing something wrong, or and I can tell that when we stop sharing personal development, the whole mojo of the group goes down. And when we start sharing it again, the whole mojo of the group goes back up. So I would love, Megan and I both talked about, we would love for it to start being more of a sharing your takeaways again as you guys are listening to whatever you're listening to. If you're struggling with your personal development, Megan and I talked about sometimes you just need something new, something fresh. And so Tyler and I are really liking this Jim Rohn thing that we're listening to and doing. But if you need something new and fresh, grab a new book or a new CD series.
Are you doing the Foundations for Success?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally jumped on that last week.
It's so good.
Love it so much.
What's the time commitment? That's a really good question. So it's how many minutes?
It's all on your
20 to 25 minutes.
Well, there's
a day
per module.
Per module, yeah. Or per section in the module.
Yeah, per video. So they send you the videos, one module a week, which I actually really like because that gives me all week to do it instead of like, I think when we did Chalene Johnson, it was every day she was sending us more videos, and like I was so behind that I got so discouraged that I never even finished it. And I paid $1,000. Megan, you paid for that. I paid for that. My upline paid for it. It was $1,000 and she sent videos every day, and it was so stressful because the further you got behind, the more it was like, forget it. Like, I'm not even going to do this anymore because I'm so behind. But this is like 4 videos, usually 4 to 5 videos. They're each between 15 and 25 minutes, but it's only once a week. And then you get the, like the audio for it. So when we get it in our account, we'll download all the audio and then put it on our phones. So Tyler's been listening while you're working out and stuff. I've been literally taking at least 45 minutes every morning. I replaced my workout time. I rearranged because I noticed if I worked out first thing in the morning, I was not doing my personal development. Like if my workout's in, that's like my like, okay, I'm going to go and I've done my workout. Like I'm excited. And then personal development never happened. And so as much as it kills me to like put my workout off, I have been doing my personal development first thing, getting my kids off to school, coming down, checking in my challenge groups, scheduling out my posts on my fitness page, doing all my other tasks. And then I've been doing my workout like at 11 in the morning, which is really weird for me, but it's forcing me to get my personal development in. Yes, Heather, that's the crazy thing too. Jim Rohn says in one of his videos he said, I used to like read the newspaper every morning. Did you watch this one? I used to read the newspaper, and I used to like, he's like, I filled my brain with murders.
The negative thing.
The most depressing like stuff going on in the world. But he says it really good. He's like murders, and he goes through this whole long list of like what's in the news and what's like the worst stuff possible. And he's like, and that's how I started my day. And he's like, you can imagine what kind of days I had when I starting my day with personal development. I'm way better in my content on my fitness page, right? Because I'm like, ooh, I'm all motivated and I've learned something new. I'm motivated to post in our group. I'm motivated to be a nicer person to everybody except for Tyler. I've been way cranky lately. And everybody except for my children and Tyler. I'm working on that. But I'm just more excited about life. And so that's how it it steers my whole day versus starting with like, a workout is great, but there's something about fueling your mind first thing in the morning. And the funny thing is, yeah, husbands always get it the most. That he gets the brunt of my crap.
That's the truth.
Yeah. Sorry. I'll apologize.
I have a reason. I have to tell you, okay, I think we all do this. And I just read this article about why our kids do it to us. Tyler, you should take it as she feels secure with you because she can melt down to you. And so she's able to express her innermost feelings that she's kept all locked in away. So that's why your kids do it with you. I was reading that article about why your kids melt down or whenever mom's walking the door.
Yeah.
And that's why I think that we as wives do it to our husbands.
Well, that's what
sometimes I wish those would stay bottled up though.
That's his coping mechanism. I cannot cope without like vomiting on someone or something. So that's my coping mechanism. He's just on the other end of it. Anyway, the funny thing is this first part of the year, this is how I started. I woke up and I did my personal development because I knew I wouldn't do it otherwise. And then I stopped. I got out of the habit because I was like, no, I got to get my workout in and da-da-da-da. And so I started reversing it again. I'm still like listening to my personal development in the car or like with it in the background. But I've literally it comes with a workbook that Tyler, my emerald husband, put in a binder for me and went and got copies. And he was so proud of me. I put paper in so I could take notes. Anyway, I've been literally sitting down and doing nothing else, getting out of Facebook, turning my phone to mute and just doing. And it makes all the difference because I'm actually learning something versus just hearing it. I'm way more focused when I'm taking notes and writing stuff down. Anyway, find something new. It doesn't matter what it is, but find something new if you're feeling frustrated with what you're doing or you're just not feeling it anymore. Sometimes you need something fresh. Megan, we talked about this all weekend. Do you have anything to add? Because I didn't even tell Megan that I was going to post. I was just like, I just got to share this. You got to share stuff when you're feeling it, versus later when you might not be. You have anything to share, Megan? I unmuted you.
I don't think so. I think you hit on it.
I just vomited. I was just writing exactly what I was thinking. So
yeah, which is pretty much what we talked about. And I mean, what we were texting about on Sunday is that Tiffany has, and I had a really rough last couple of weeks, just feeling in the funk, and then it kind of feels like it just trickles down to everybody on your team. And I haven't really vented to anybody about it, but talking through it with her actually helped me. So I think that maybe that's the point I would make. There's a difference between venting on the page.
Yes, we did talk about that.
To somebody else or your success partner or your coach and working through some stuff so that you kind of feel plugged back in and motivated to take the next step forward and get back into your groove.
Yeah, I think the other thing we talked about too is going along the lines of whoever you're venting to and bringing them down with you as an upline. As you guys start to have more and more coaches that are leaning on you for that, it gets really, really tiring. It gets really tiring because you're in a funk and then you have other people coming to you in a funk and then you feel like you have to get everybody out. I did that for how long before I did personal development? 3 years. I was trying to lift everybody up. And I literally was like out of gas. I had nothing in me. It was all fake, but I was trying so hard to like lift everybody else up. And it was so much on me. And then it wasn't teaching my coaches to go and find their own fuel. Does that make sense? So as you guys have more coaches who are going to be like, Leanne, oh my gosh, I'm having the worst day, you guys are going to have to start pointing them in the right direction of personal development instead of being their personal development. All the more reason for you to be doing it so that you can direct people where to go, right? Or so you can just say something that you learned that applies to what they're struggling with. Yes, had that happen last week, right? It's going to happen more and more and more. And you guys are going to be like, oh my gosh, I can't feel inspired when I'm trying to inspire everyone else and I'm not doing anything to inspire myself. Or like you don't have an upline or you don't have someone to fuel you. And I learned from Summer Tucker, she said Dani Johnson is her fuel. She had to find fuel somewhere. And she doesn't have an upline that's active. And even if she had an upline, you really shouldn't rely on your upline, and your coaches shouldn't rely on you because they'll slowly push you down into the depths of despair. So make sure you guys are using what you're learning to point your coaches in that direction instead of feeling like you have to be their lifeline or their fuel, right? Because the more you do this, the more you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I have to direct them somewhere instead of me always bringing someone up.
That's really good to know because I spent a lot of time doing that last year. And that's honestly one of the reasons I was almost like, done. And I know I've like vented to Megan and stuff a lot lately. So, you know, I'm really trying to plug in. I'm really into Les Brown right now. He's awesome if you've not checked him out. So, he's just very encouraging and motivational. My team's plugging into him right now. We just watch YouTube videos and stuff. So
awesome.
Advice. Thanks.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Whatever it is, you know, and that's the other thing is not everybody likes the same person. Like I like Chalene Johnson, but I don't like Chalene Johnson. Like she doesn't fuel me like other people do. So I don't listen to her as much. Like I like her and she has good stuff, but she doesn't do for me what this Foundations for Success or Dani Johnson or like a live event does either. And I mean, I could pay to go to her live event, but anyway, there's just certain people that are going to speak to you more. Hey, Tyler, you can talk.
Are we staying on the same topic? So I just had a question with the fall coming up where it's a little bit slower and people tend to get more discouraged and, you know, it's a little bit harder to run your business. Does anybody have any kind of mindset that you're going into this fall with that you want to share or anything that you think would be helpful?
Ooh, me. I want to share. The planting the seed thing, I've been talking about that for like the past month with my team, and I'm like encouraged. And it was really interesting yesterday. Carl did the wake up call on that, and I was like, oh, that's exciting. But I'm just like, you guys push harder. I'm like, more seeds. This is the time you need to be really talking to people. And if you don't hit Success Club, that might happen, but don't let it stop you or discourage you. Like I'm just telling them to take the opposite approach and just talk to as many people. Just be a friend. Don't just like invite people, but like get to know them. So we're really focusing on like seed planting, and that's really helped me too. It's taken a lot of the pressure off, and I'm finding things are just happening naturally. So I tend to get discouraged when I feel like I'm being rejected, or I've honestly gotten over that, but I spent a lot of time with that. And I'm encouraging my team to be like, okay, that's okay. They're not ready. Move on, you know?
So just encouraging them to like build relationships, Heather. Is that what you're saying? Like just talk to people, get in their message box, get in there on their Facebook pages. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, just be a friend. And I still invite people, but you know, I'm using the power of threes, which is really, I like it. And my team has started using it too. Just to talk to people and have it be more natural transition, because that's one thing I've noticed is it's really, am I talking to less people? Yeah, because I'm having better quality conversations to other people. Right. Becoming customers of mine? Yes. So it's less stressful for me because I hate
Well, it's probably nicer for your people that you're talking to too, Heather, because I don't know how many Usborne parties I've been put in the last week, and how many
groups
jamboree
we added
parties.
to.
You guys, that's such a downside to social media now. You know, with what we do, it was so powerful for so long, and I read posts every day from people who aren't involved in network marketing who are just like, I am so sick of being invited to this or added to groups, asked to host this party. Like, I'm not on social media to purchase, which makes what Heather's talking about so much more important, because you have to be a friend to someone before they are ever going to want to purchase something from you, especially if you are meeting them on social media or you haven't talked to them in 10 years. Simply striking up a conversation and being more social on social media, right? Like getting on their page and commenting and just showing up in their life is a simple way to put it. Show up in their life. Because when they get to January, and if you've been showing up in their life and you're popping up on their newsfeed, not with your salesy posts, not with your Shakeology, like drinking with your eyes showing, that's like my favorite one that everyone's like, every coach is always posting like 3 times a week. But like not with that kind of stuff, but with just life and being yourself and being you, then they're that much more likely to be like, oh, I want to talk to Heather because I need to lose weight now. And we've been chatting and being friends the last 3 months, you know?
And giving away your information for free. Like if somebody comes to you and asks you a weight loss question, not saying, oh, well, be in my challenge group so that I can show you how. Like,
right. I hope nobody does that. I hope we train people better.
Well, we don't, but I've had it happen. That's
I hope that's not an issue on our team, but I guess all the more reason to remind people. So I love that. Planting seeds now. Anybody else have anything that they're kind of using for this time of year? I'm
incorporating personal development into my challenge groups, actually, because I went into this last quarter in the challenge groups. The way that my other coach and I are talking about it is we decided that since we don't want to make any of these new people, especially the people that are coming into this challenge new, that haven't been working on health at all, we don't want them to be discouraged with the holiday pounds that they may gain or the get-togethers that they might indulge in. And so we're really focusing on personal development because we both know that if you're feeling good in your mind and your heart, like you're going to make better choices and you're going to be okay with your indulgences. And so we're really trying to come in with a plan to not pay attention to the scale over the holidays, but to pay attention to like how we feel and serving and getting into the spirit of the season and not feeling guilty for having all that, you know, the junk that's on the buffet table at your work parties and such. So we're trying to keep it really focused on developing ourselves. Like we started this thing, the 30 days of telling ourselves in the mirror, just saying the phrase, oh man, it left me. And I've been saying it every day. I accept and love myself unconditionally as I am right now. There you go. Something like that. So that's that's actually part of our challenge. And I think it's going to be that way forever because I love like how it's getting people to feel good about themselves and be like, oh, well, you know, I went out with my family last night and I just had this much, you know, and making it okay. Because before what would happen is they would have their indulgence and then they'd be afraid to admit it. They'd be afraid to own it. They'd feel guilty. And so we're trying to get rid of the guilt. So that's what we're focusing on.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think that's been a good thing. You know, if you start your day with personal development too, then you can share takeaways that you have. And I've been doing that in my challenge groups too, which I think just there's just a different element when you're bringing in like the mind instead of just the body, right? Like inspirational things from the mind instead of just the body.
Does anybody have anything else that they're going to be working on or kind of mindset that they want to share for the fall?
We talked a little bit on my team page about using the free membership, not forgetting that you can have people sign up for that and get on your list through your Team Beachbody website. So, then they can get plugged into either if you want to do a free group or just to have them on your email list. You can, track that in your online office and send them a welcome email and start communicating with them that way. Or you can send them a free meal plan or something like that just to add value to them during the holidays if they don't want to buy anything or commit to a program, because a lot of people don't right now. It's
Right.
time.
That and
I have a question. Oh, sorry.
no, it's okay. That and I was just thinking, gosh, what does the free membership even include? Like, what can they get from the Team Beachbody website with a free membership? Don't they have like access to some recipes and things like that?
The shopping lists and everything.
Right. That's really good to sell. So it's not just like, hey, I want your email. It's like,
Right.
if you're not ready to be in a group, you can have this free membership and I'm connected to you as your coach so I can help you with any questions you have, and you have access to X, Y, and Z or whatever it is. I don't even know what they get with those.
So does Heather, or did we post in one of our groups about like somebody was talking about this somewhere? They have them go, they made their own little list or plan, like go visit Brazil Outlet, find, I don't know, like do a different workout from different programs. Like they had it out on a schedule, I thought.
Is that for Beachbody On Demand?
For Beachbody On Demand, yeah.
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah, that was a corporate thing, I think. Didn't they do like a
Oh, yeah, they did.
whatever challenge du jour? Or I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's a little bit different. But I was just, I thought somebody had like, maybe I thought it was Heather, your sister.
Christy's saying yes.
Yes?
I thought for Heather,
Okay.
they just chose what they wanted to do.
Okay. But I just thought, for some reason, I thought somebody had so that they actually encouraged them to like go find this workout on this program, to like do that one, try this one, like kind of
Yeah, that's a good
hodgepodge it
idea.
together.
I don't know who has it written down, so that's a good idea.
We did that for a month, and for the first 2 weeks, we like picked it for them, and then the last 2 weeks they got to
Oh,
run the program and do it.
that's fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, that's fun. I know we're doing. I was going to announce tonight that we're going to do a team-wide challenge group. I really like the idea of just focusing on your own fitness during this time of year, because it's a lot harder to be inspirational with health and fitness if you're not working out and you're eating M&Ms every other meal. And so, Chris, I know I posted that for you guys and asked for a couple of ideas. And Christy Borders mentioned she, is pregnant, so she doesn't want to put any money into it. Krista basically had everybody put in $10, and then they had a pool of like $500 that whoever had the most points at the end, they could have it. You can go both ways. We can do the money thing, which I do like the idea of having some skin in the game. It makes it more than just like, hey, let's all be in a group. I don't know. I just feel like they're way more effective if there's something people are working for or some sort of prize. And so Lauren is working on the image for me and redoing Krista's with the points. And then I was going to have us start Monday. So I was going to announce it on the call tonight. Does anybody have any last minute wanting to do the $10? Not, I thought we could either everybody do $10 across the board period, or to participate, or you could do, if you want to be eligible to win the prize, you have to give $10, or it could just be a free group that anybody could do.
This is just for coaches, right?
Yeah. Just on anybody on Team Inspire that wants to be, if you guys do your own, that's fine, but I was just going to announce it in Team Inspire that we're going to do a big team-wide challenge group, and just basics like the point system. I'm not keeping track of points. They can keep track of their own points on their honor. And then at the end, and having something to work toward is fun. So, sorry, a couple of you guys tried talking.
I was going to say, I was going to do one with I'm going to do a business related one with my team though, but if we're doing like a Team Inspire fitness related one, then I'll just have them plug into that one.
Yeah, you guys, it's your choice. You can do your own, and I can just do it with my personally sponsored coaches. Or I can announce it in Team Inspire, and whoever wants to join can join that one or join yours. I don't know. I want to be supportive of what you guys are doing. I always get worried about people, though, that don't have an upline right here. Does that make sense? Like, you guys might be doing one, but people who aren't in this group, I don't want to leave them out or leave that. Megan knows I'm a freak about that. I don't want anybody to be left out, which I don't know why I'm so worried about it. But, okay.
It could just be a free-for-all.
What's that, a free-for-all? Yeah.
What do you mean a free-for-all?
I was going to the one I did as like a selling point for new coaches is like, hey, we have a challenge group through the holidays, and so maybe it's better I do it on a smaller scale. I don't know. I always struggle with this one because I don't want to have 50 groups or have people be overwhelmed.
Right, I know it's hard. I know. That's why I liked Krista's idea, but not everybody has to participate. So I thought we could just do a big group one. But if people want to do their own, I don't know. I want to do it for my own accountability, and I just thought it was fun because I know that this time of year is so hard to stay on track with all the crap going on, and it affects your business. And so it'll just be a good way for us to stay in plugged in with our own fitness.
I think it's a good idea, Tiffany. Just do it and see who's interested. And, if you have, I don't know how many people are in that group, but if we have 200 people who are interested, then maybe we could break them out depending on whose coach they are. But
Okay.
just go for it. Do the $10.
Yeah.
Okay. You think I just do $10 period to participate?
I think so. Why not? It's $10. Just go for it.
So I'm on with Carrie. I'm in this challenge. A friend of mine, she was a coach, but she doesn't want to sell Shakeology because she's Mormon and does the green tea thing, like whatever. So she started doing it on her own, and she started just running these 8-week challenges, and she has this point system. And seriously, I'm like, you should just start your own company. Like, this is a genius idea. So it's kind of based off of like several different ideas, but she pulled it together, and her participation is phenomenal. I love it. And they pay $20 to get in. And each time it's gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. And I've been in it since the beginning. I never win, but the people are starting to win $500.
Yeah.
And so now they're splitting it between the top 3. The transformations in those groups are phenomenal. It's amazing.
It's like a diet bet.
Yeah, diet. Yeah, there's companies all over like that.
Yeah, but seriously, they all pick their own thing. They do their own thing, but they track their own points, and then they're going to have to split it between there's 5 that are tied for the top right now, and I'm like amazed at some of their transformation. Seriously, I can't get them to be that motivated, and it's $20. He's only putting $20.
And the dedication to calculate their points.
Yes, I'm amazed.
Do that for me because I'm like, I don't know.
I'm sitting here taking notes. Like, how do I fire up my challengers like this? Seriously, because we get people to spend $200 and they're not that invested. These people are spending $20.
Yeah, that's very
maybe
odd.
it's the motivation of getting something back.
Yeah.
Yes. And so I started doing this in my groups where, now everybody that completes their program is going to get the Fix It cookbook.
Yeah.
And so now I'm starting to play with more than that. Okay, so more than just that. If they already have that cookbook or already whatever, they've already decided they don't want that, then I'm going to start helping them and reinvest in their own fitness. So either a gift card or weights or something. So it depends on what.
Some sort of prize for something. Yeah. Most
finishing.
people are super motivated by that.
Yeah. So anyways, just ideas.
Depends on the personality, right? Like, it depends. Some people would be all over that, and some, like me, I'd be like, meh, I'll just buy it. I'm just lazy. I guess just my personality. I'm not motivated by that. But there are a ton of people who are, and points, like stuff like that. Oh, Emeralds will be all over that. Like, let me keep track, and they're going to be the ones that are going to win, because they're actually going to keep track of their points. Anyway, I will have Lauren. I will announce it tonight. I'll just do my thing. If you guys decide to do your own thing, that's totally fine. Just tell your teams we're doing our own within our team or whatever. But I think it's just something fun. It's $10. It's nothing crazy. And yeah.
Or like Christy, like if she's, pregnant and obviously not going to be waiting during this time, she can still do it. Just maybe not chip in the $10.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to really advertise though. Like, don't chip in, and then you won't be eligible for the prize, because then I could just see everybody being like, "Oh, I don't want to chip in, so I'm just not." You know what I mean? And then it loses the excitement. I feel like. So if she wants to, and that's fine. But I think for the most part, I'm just gonna say these are the rules. This is the point system. You keep tell everybody, and then so I'll get myself pumped up for it before I announce it tonight. So it's exciting.
Can you, and I probably missed the post because I am the worst at checking into our groups. I need an Emerald's assistant is what I need. But the call schedule has changed. So we have a Team Inspire call tonight At 7:30?
So the first Monday or Tuesday of every month is Team Inspire.
At 7:30.
At 7. Did she put 7:30?
No. It just
I gotta check it now.
No, I haven't seen anything.
Oh,
it was
okay.
just used to be at 7:30.
Yes, so we changed it to do one Team Inspire call a month. The first Monday, and then the second is like within your own teams, like a new coach. Second and fourth is what I do my new coach calls, and I'm encouraging my team, my leaders, to do your own coach calls with your, whether it's individual or a little personal or a little group call. And then the third Monday is the rock stars. I was talking to Megan about that. I know all you love how I change things all the time, but they are all like arguing, and like people aren't wanting to do calls, and Stephanie's having to like tug and pull, and I'm just like,
Aren't you doing the call this month?
yeah.
Okay,
I think I'm doing a biz op on the 22nd.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's like, yeah, I don't know if that's gonna stay the way it is. We haven't decided yet. I haven't approached Stephanie yet, but I'm like, if people are not pulling their weight and doing it, then why are we trying? And I don't know, do your guys' teams plug into that call, the Rockstars call? I mean, Lauren posts it every week, but do people plug into it?
I have a few people that plug into it with me. I try to always be on it so that I can say, hey, when my coaches log on, but I'm not very many.
I think the only time I have people plug into it is if the title catches their eye. Like if it's something they're like, ooh, I want to learn about that specific thing, then they might. But I don't have people really plugging into it.
Yeah.
So I did mention to Megan that we might just start doing Team Inspire every other week, and then new coach call every other week, and then just have like guests on, so I could have Stephanie Richardson come on and do a call for us or for you. You know what I mean? Like have guests instead. I would just have to be a lot more organized with planning and preparing ahead of time who's sharing, who's going to be on, who's going to share. Like Susan's going to be on tonight and sharing a couple things about teaching your team. And I would have to be more organized with that. So that is going around in my brain. Just, I don't know. Stephanie's like, who's doing the call this week? And someone's like, well, I can trade for someone if they want to do my call, but I did the biz off last month, so I'm not doing. I'm like, this is just stupid.
Sometimes those Rockstar calls are really great, and sometimes they're not. But I mean, that's true for any of us. Like sometimes we have a great call and sometimes we don't.
Right.
But I mean, we're still going to be in that group, and if it's a great call that we think our team should listen to, we can share it. But I think it's confusing. People are like, is it Monday? Is it Tuesday?
And who are these
What's
people?
happening?
Like
And who are these? Yeah, they're like, what?
Stephanie was bothered that nobody knew who she was. And I don't think in the fact of like, ooh, everyone should know me, more of like, I'm doing these calls, why doesn't anybody know who I am? And I think it's just a testament to the fact that people sign up to be with who they're with, and they don't have a huge desire to go hear from some lady that's 10 levels above them, even if she's making $80,000 a month. They still are like, that's nice. Like, I want to learn from who I know and who I like of. So that's something I'm considering. I haven't said anything yet, but like even Lauren Duke on her last time was like, oh my gosh, I forgot I have this going on, so I'm just going to record a call and post it. And Stephanie was mad, and I'm like, oh, okay. This is just kind of crumbling a little bit.
Can I
Yeah.
just make a suggestion before you, when I was listening to Danny Johnson, it kind of gave me this thought, and I talked about it with my coach. Because like, seriously, there's only 8 people on my team and only 3 of us are talking. So, I seriously, what did she say? She said something like she gets when she gets them to sign up, she gets them to do a call like right away.
Yeah.
Like a webinar type call. And those have been some of the most successful like recruiting opportunities that she's had. Like they've recruited a lot, even though they've bombed it their first time. And so honestly, that's kind of how I'm going to start building my team.
Like a business opportunity webinar, the new call?
I don't know what her business is she's talking about, so I don't really know what call, but it's like their team call, whatever it is. If it's a business opportunity, whatever their team call is, she has her newest people get on there. And like, I love that approach in the sense that, because when I was talking to my coach, she's an Emerald, that it really would help people get over their fears a little bit faster if they have to be in front of other people starting off in their own team. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's value in that. I think I get pushback from some of you guys to be on calls. So I don't think a new person would want to go lead a webinar by any means. But
well, no, I don't think that I would take that approach completely. I just liked that she got them on there sooner rather than later, like 5-star diamond. You know what I mean?
For sure. Yeah. I think there's a lot of value when you have someone like Susan tonight. She's not even a diamond yet, but she's really good. She has like 3 coaches hitting Success Club, and she's real. And so I'm like, hey, what are you doing? Of course, it's nothing new, you guys. It's like I'm getting on the phone with them and I'm walking them through their quotes. You know, it's like simple stuff that we all know. It's just hearing it again and from someone else. Because people want to hear from someone who's not a diamond yet, but is very close and has 3 of her own coaches working the business and reaching Success Club, and she just had 1 hit Emerald. So I think there's a lot of power that comes from having people that are doing something right and well to teach another group of people versus me.
And it also helps the person giving the call learn what they're doing better, because then they have to be able to explain it. Because in our heads, it's one thing, and then trying to regurgitate it so other people understand it, we come to know it better. And then we become better coaches and more confident.
It really builds people's confidence too. When I say, Jesse, I want you to do a call, she will tell you that built her confidence. She's frozen for some reason, but that built her confidence, like, oh, I'm doing something right. Or, you know, like, Susan is like, oh, I'm doing something special. And I'm like, yeah, you're doing a good job. If you have 3 coaches reaching successful, that's a big deal. So come teach, you know, come talk about what you're doing to everybody else. So it helps build their confidence, helps them be in front of the camera, helps them be more comfortable. That's a huge reason that I like people to be on there, because it helps them be more comfortable once they're just starting to train their own teams. Just digging for Legos. Okay, Tyler, do you have anything else to share? Sorry, we kind of got off on a tangent on the whole call thing and the rock stars.
No, just the only other thing that I was thinking of was along the lines of what Heather was talking about with planning this time of year. Has anybody thought about or like planning on doing any type of free groups or anything like that, just to get people kind of in that mode of surviving the holidays without gaining a bunch of weight, and building up that relationship there?
We're not doing a free group, but we're doing a 3-month holiday hustle group, where we're taking people through 3 phases: surviving Halloween, planning a healthier Thanksgiving, and then getting through Christmas and into the new year. But it's not free. It's not a free group.
Yeah.
What is it though, Megan? Like, what are they?
It's just like a 3-month challenge group, basically.
Oh. What are they buying?
A challenge pack.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was
theoretically, but I mean, we're not challenge pack or you don't get in. It's just come do a Beachbody program with us and, you know, focus on taking the holidays 1 week at a time. Instead of just throwing in the towel and in October being like, oh, I can't do anything until the new year, which is what people do because that's what I want to do. I'm just like, it's going to be sweater season. I'll just wait until the new year when everything calms down. I don't know about you guys, but our schedule is already crazy. Like there's already stuff happening. There's parades and fairs and so it's already busy.
I just say no. Tyler's family's going to somewhere for Thanksgiving. I'm like, no, we're not going.
Right?
Too much.
Gotta stay safe.
I had just read somewhere, like a lot of people, during this time of year will kind of just sit back because they know it's going to be slow and just be okay with it being slow. But it's fine. You can build those relationships and kind of help to plant the seeds and that kind of stuff. But also think of ways that you can get engaged with people, whether it's through some free groups or through other ways, but maybe think about trying to change that mindset from, oh, this is going to be hard and nobody's going to want to buy anything, nobody wants to be in a challenge group, to maybe change these people's mindset that now is the time to be in a challenge group, because now is the time where you're going to be gaining that weight, which you're just going to have to lose in a year anyways.
Right.
You know what I think would be great, and I just talked over somebody, but would be to do like a free 7-day or 21-day or however long, like personal development group, because people don't necessarily want to focus on meal planning and like cooking or getting a workout in, but if you could just add value to them for a week or however long during this crazy time, kind of like what Ashley was talking about, I don't know, that might be a good idea.
Yeah, no, it might be a good time to be creative and do something.
Yeah.
And really getting excited about hammer and chisel too.
Oh yeah.
Did you see those pictures I posted this morning? I know Carrie was on there commenting.
No.
I posted some of the people's before and afters for Team Inspire, especially people that we know, like Summer and Chad's.
I saw Summer.
Danette Anderson. I don't think they have a date for it, actually. I was just looking yesterday and everywhere I could find. I did not check the FAQs, which is what I preach, but
it says December.
It just says December. I have not checked the FAQs yet, though. I Googled it and looked on Carl Deichler's blog, and it just said December.
I'm sure it'll be in time for like Christmas delivery.
Oh, I'm sure. Usually, when they do December launches, it's usually like December 10th or December 2nd or 4th. It's usually the beginning, but who knows?
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. I bet it's going to be December 8th.
You think?
Yeah, I do.
Is that a Monday?
It's a Tuesday. That's when all the other ones have released.
Do they on Tuesday?
And now give it 2 weeks to be delivered by Christmas.
Yeah, I am really excited about that one. Although I got to start using my containers at 100%. Not like 80 or 90 or 70 or 40.
Yes. For the befores.
That's what everybody says. I don't like doing that, though. I don't want to just get fat just so I can have better befores. I'm like, that's stupid. Why would I want to
That's what I thought when I saw Caleb's pictures. I'm like, this dude, his before picture always looks so bloated.
Who is it?
Caleb Thomas.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, Caleb. I didn't see his.
Well, look at his. He looks like he's all big and bloated, and then his after, he is cut. But that's the way he always looks in his.
Yeah, people are funny.
I think he just goes and eats donuts and hot wings.
Who is typing?
That was so me. I'm sorry.
I was asking about the free groups. I try to do a free group like once a month or every 6 weeks or something like that. And right now I'm doing a meal prep and planning group. And so it's like basically bulk prepping over the weekend. And so I show them how to do that. And I'm trying something new this month. So I already do my challenge groups with my coaches, but this month we're adding our free group into our regular challenge group. Minnie Horn does that, and when she did our 3 Vital Behaviors workshop here in St. Louis, that's what she was telling us she does. And so we're giving it a try, and then those people hear about all the programs we're doing, and they see the results, and they see the excitement, and so hopefully that will help get them excited about things, the new programs coming out, because I did one of those last week and mentioned that over the weekend, and then everybody's talking about the 21-day fix, and then the sale on it. So
yeah, that's kind of.
Does Mindy add them in the beginning, like the date? Did they all start on the day one, or does she add them in like in the middle?
Yeah, so she does a new challenge group every month, and that she adds the challenge group people at the beginning of the month or like the end of the month before. And then the first free group starts the second week of the month. And then she said she was doing 2 free groups a month, and then the next one will be like the third week of the month. But she leaves those people in there all month long. So I mean, it's a lot of work because we have more than 50 people in there. And so to go through and get rid of all the people who are only in it for this, like, you know, we'll just leave them in there. And if they don't participate, oh, well, I guess. But so we're going to try it out and see how it goes. We figured if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but we're going to at least try it for this month.
Yeah.
And then next month, I'm going to do my crock pot group, which I call Rock the Crock. And I've only done it, I think I've done it twice. And, but I figure with fall, everybody likes to use their crock pot and soups and stuff. So I'm going to do that in November.
Cool.
Good.
Darla's a master at groups like that. You're good at that. Like free groups and stuff like that. So
well, it really does pay off, and I slacked on doing them for a while, and my success level points went down too. And it really does. It doesn't pay off right away. So like Tyler was saying, that's why I mentioned it now, because the people usually don't buy a challenge pack the same month or even the month after they were in my free group. A lot of times it's 2, 3, 4 months down the road, and not necessarily right after they did. Now, some people do, you know, I may have 1 or 2 people after this group want to do something, especially now that it's combined with my regular challenge group. But in the past, when I, you know, done it, it doesn't pay off right away. It definitely is something that pays off down the road.
that's like the name of the game for our whole business, right? Just because you invite someone today doesn't mean they're going to be joining your group. The key is just invite, and then doesn't matter when they join, right? Your job is to plant the seeds.
Building relationships.
Yep.
Yeah. Awesome.
Totally.
That's good.
Cool. Thanks, Darla. Anybody else have anything they want to share or talk about real quick before we go? Go look at those before and afters for Hammer and Chisel. The one guy did say he didn't cheat once, because everybody's been like, oh yeah, there's her video. Did you cheat? How many cheat meals did you get? And he was like, none. Like, I followed the program to exactly. And Summer told us in San Antonio, because they were doing Hammer and Chisel, and she said, if we have anything off the meal plan, they can't use our results because, like, legally, because it's misleading or whatever. So they couldn't use anybody's results that didn't follow it exactly as it was designed. So I'm like, oh, I better get ready to be perfect for 60 days.
It is a 60-day program. That's
Yes,
what I was wondering.
I'm excited for that. That's more doable than 9. I don't know, 9. Now that 21 Day Fix ruined everything for me. I'm like, what? 40-minute workout? And it lasts 90 days? That's way too long.
I've been doing hour-long workouts I'm almost done with Body Beast. So like I've been sticking to an hour no matter what. Like even if Body Beast is 30 minutes and I've been doing another 30-minute workout.
Really?
Now I'm like back into it. I'm fine.
You just like your hour?
Yeah.
That's good. I mean, I think I haven't liked it since when I tried to do P90X like 6 or 8 months ago, and I was fine with it. Like I liked it, but within in the month that I did it, I was sick twice. Like I think my body I needed to stop. Anyway, that's besides the point, but I'm sold on 30-minute workouts. I think this one's 22 to 40. I saw someone say, I was at Chad, we knew we were going to get our butts kicked for 22 to 40 minutes a day. So not bad. Anyway, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you guys next week. We'll talk later. See you later.